Hello friends, my name is Richa. And those who all are listening to me for the first time, let me introduce you myself. I ended up scoring 8.5, 9, 7.5, 7.5 in my IELTS general training exam. And today, through this video, I'll be talking about the most common misconceptions which confuses the mind of many IELTS aspirants before approaching the writing task 2. So let's begin talking about the 3 myths on how to tackle the writing task 2 in your IELTS exam. Firstly, the myth which really confuses the mind of many aspirants is that writing more words will guarantee you the higher band, or writing the essay more than 300 words will give you band 7, 8 or even 9. Here, I'd like to stress upon on the fact that in the IELTS exam, you're fighting against the time. And if you are not utilizing your time, you'll end up losing your score. Writing more than 300 words is a waste of time because you can even write a band 9 worth essay with just 250 words. If you have time after the essay, then I'll suggest that you should add quality to the essay rather than adding the more words. More words means that you may add either redundant information or you may go off topic. So rather than risking your time and the desired score, I would suggest that you should restrict yourself between 250 to 280 words, and if you have any time left, then add quality, proofread your essay and get your desired score. Second myth is that you should always write your opinion in the essay. Yes, there are so many questions that you'll see in the exam as well as in the practice test papers that you may ask to write your opinion in the task 2. But you'll also find many essays where you are not at all required to express your opinion. Let's have a look. A lot of places in the world rely on tourism as a main source of income. Unfortunately, tourism can also be a source of problems if it is not managed correctly. Describe the advantages and disadvantages of tourism in the modern world. And do you think that benefits of tourism outweigh its drawbacks? Again, this question doesn't ask you to express your opinion. And in case you want to express your opinion, then always do it in the conclusion part, else you'll lose your band score. So, what is the take from this myth? You are not at all required to express your opinion in every question, exclusively in those questions where it is not asked directly. If you want to include your opinion in that type of questions, then always include it in the conclusion part. Now comes our third myth, which is always write a perfect introduction. Yes, many aspirants struggle to write a perfect introduction. Always remember, introduction is a mere combination of 3 sentences, which begins with the background information, followed by the paraphrasing of the question, and then comes your thesis statement. Yes, the introduction is important because it's give a first impression to the examiner and it's bind the examiner to look forward to find the logical information supported by the perfect explanations and the examples related to the topic. Well, the whole essay contributes to your final score. So giving more than necessary time in writing the introduction is a waste of time because you have 2 more body paragraphs and the conclusion to write to express your opinions, to express your ideas and to get the desired score. So always spend 2 to 3 minutes in planning your essay, and once you are done with writing your introduction, jump into writing your body paragraphs and the conclusion, because there you get more chance to express your ideas, and that is really very important. This slide is for those people who really fight in writing a perfect essay. As I already told you, introduction is a combination of 3 sentences, starting with the background statement, and you can really take up any of the expressions to write your essay. For example, there is no doubt that, it is clear that, nowadays, these days, and so on. And for the second sentence, where you are going to paraphrase the question, you can pick any of the phrases. For example, while some people believe, others argue that, there are many people who think, and so on. For the last essay or the thesis statement, you can pick any of these keywords. For opinion and plan sentence, you can begin with I completely agree or disagree with this statement, followed by the question or the expression you want to express. I tend to agree or disagree with the former or the later argument, and so on. So what we saw, that writing an introduction is really very easy if we picked out or practiced on picking up any of the keywords for our 3 sentences. So don't waste time in writing a perfect introduction because you have whole essay to write and impress the examiner. The motive of this video is to break all those barriers which confuses the minds of many IELTS aspirants on how to approach writing task 2. If you find the content helpful, kindly drop your feedback on fb.com/unlockieltswithricha. And for more such videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. All the best.